Are you doing Bible study with us? Are you studying Romans with us? So today and right now, we are finishing Romans chapter 11. And so I told you all along, first thing this morning, that there were 3 verses I was going to highlight to help us understand this chapter in Romans. And this is the third of 3. So it's Romans chapter 11, verse 22. And that says, therefore, consider the goodness and severity of God. On those who fell, severity. But and that's the Jews that we're talking about. But toward you, which is Gentiles, non-Jewish people, goodness. If you continue in his goodness, otherwise you also will be cut off. Whoosh, sounds awful. Let me explain. What he's talking about here is that God is an amazing vine. It's an analogy. And the Jews were the branches. Yet there were branches that were never going to come to faith. He knew that. And so they were broken off. And in that branch's place, Gentiles were grafted in. So we became a part of God's family, a part of God's vine. And so what this is saying is that as Gentiles, we should not take that for granted, that God is holy. You know, I think sometimes the progressive movement highlights this so well, that we sometimes think of God as so loving, that he's this fluffy, rainbows and butterflies God. And he is loving. He's all loving, but he is holy. And sometimes I think we forget about his holiness. His holiness means that he knows what's going to happen in life. And he has the power to make decisions on how he's going to handle things. And so we need to never take for granted that Gentiles were allowed to be part of this family. And so we need to give thanks to God today. Would you do that in the comments with me? My friends, I love you, and God's got this.